What's up guys, this is already guitar video lesson number 99. The song Sail by Awolination, and first up, the song is first half step down and additional to that drop D. So first you're going to tune each string half step down, and then you tune the sixth string down one more half step. So full step down on the sixth string and all of the others half step down. And first I'm going to show you what the rhythm guitar is playing, and then we're going to get to what the lead guitar is playing. And let's start with the rhythm guitar in the intro. We've got something pretty easy going on here, because throughout the whole song the rhythm guitar is just using the empty sixth, the second on the sixth, the fifth on the sixth. Those are the only three ones we need. And in the intro we put our first finger on the second on the sixth string and pick down 16 times. And as you might have been able to hear, I'm palm muting all of this. You don't have to, but I recommend it for a better sound. And you use the palm of your right hand and just put it onto the end of your strings down here. And after having picked down 16 times with the first finger on the second and the sixth, we pick the sixth string empty 8 times down. Then we put the third finger on the fifth on the sixth string 4 times down. And lift the third finger off again and empty sixth string 4 times down. So 16 times the second, 8 times no fingers at all, then 4 times the fifth, and then 4 times empty. So we get and that's what the guitar is playing during the intro. Now let's get to what the rhythm guitar is playing during the verse and chorus. And we've got kind of a small variety going on here on the first chord, because that's the only thing that ever changes throughout the song. Because now we use bare chords, so we use our first or our third finger, depends on the fret we're going to. And put it on the sixth, fifth and fourth string. And in one version he's picking it twice, so he's going picking once down, then muting the strings. You can either do that with your left hand or with your right hand. I use the right one, but that's totally up to you. And then we do the whole thing again. And we stick to the order from the intro, so then we pick the empty strings, then the fifth, empty again, and then we repeat it. And the second way it's been played is we just pick the first chord, so the second fret once, and let it ring, so. And you just hold it while the lead guitar is playing its melody. And that's basically all the rhythm guitar is doing here. So we just use second fret, empty, and fifth fret in the order second, second, or just second once, then empty, fifth, empty, and repeat. So just hold it, then we go. And that's all the rhythm guitar is playing. So now let's get to what the lead guitar is playing. That's what the intro should sound like played by the lead guitar, and this is how it works. First we put our first finger on the 8th on the 2nd string, our second finger on the 9th on the 3rd string, and our third finger on the 10th on the 2nd string. And we only pick the 3rd and 2nd string together. No other strings involved here. So first we leave our 3rd finger on the 10th and we pick the 3rd and 2nd string twice together. And be careful to mute the strings after each pick. Like this. Then you lift the 3rd finger off. So now we've got the 1st finger on the 8th on the 2nd string and we pick it 6 times. Then we go back onto the 10th with our 3rd finger twice again. 6 times with the 8th again. And twice on the 10th again. So far we've got Now we lift the 2nd finger off and put the 1st finger on the 7th over both the 3rd and the 2nd string. And now we pick these two together 8 times. Then we slide up, so now we've got our 1st finger on the 12th on the 3rd string, and now we put our 3rd finger onto the 15th on the 2nd string. 4 times those two together. And 1st finger goes back down into the 7th and 4 times again. And that's the whole intro. And the next riff is played throughout the whole 1st verse, 2nd verse, and 1st chorus, and should sound like this. And this is how it works. First we put our 1st finger on the 7th on the 5th string and pick it 3 times. Then we put the 3rd finger on the 10th and pick that 3 times as well. So now 1st finger on the 7th on the 4th string, pick it once. 3rd finger on the 9th on the 4th string, pick it once. Lift the 3rd finger back off, and we've still got the 1st finger on the 7th. Pick that once again. So now 3rd finger goes back onto the 10th on the 5th string, is picked once, and finally 1st finger back onto the 7th on the 5th string where it all started, picked once as well. So we get then we pause and then we do it again. Then we slide down and put our 1st finger on the 5th string, pick it 3 times again. Now 3 times the 7th. So then we slide up onto the 10th, pick it once. 1st finger on the 7th again, then 10 again, then 7, and then 5. So 3 times 5, 3 times 7, then 10, 7, 10, 7, 5. So far we've got and now we put our first finger on the 12th on the second string, pick it 3 times. And third finger on the 15th 3 times. So then first finger on the 12th on the first string 3 times again. And third finger on the 15th on the first string once. So we get and that's the whole riff. The next riff is played during the second and third chorus and should sound like this. And this is how it works. First we put our third finger on the 12th on the third string and our second finger on the 11th on the third string. And now we pick 12th, then lift the third finger off and let the string ring. So we don't have to pick the 11th. So then first finger onto the 7th on the third string. Now first finger slides up onto the 12th on the third string. Now we pick 12, then we add the 13th, the third finger onto the 14th on the third string, then 12 on the second string, and 12 on the third string again. So we get 12, 11, 7, 12, 14 on the third, then 12 on the second, and 12 on the third. Then again we go 12, 11, 7, then 7 once more, third finger onto the 9th on the third string, pick it, and then slide up onto the 12th immediately. So and then lift the third finger off and put the second finger onto the 11th. So far we've got then we pick the 12th twice with the third finger on the 12th on the third string. Then lift it off, second finger again on the 11th already. So, and onto the 7th again. Then the 7th once more. Then the 11th, the 12th twice again, and then 11th. And third finger on the 12th on the second string. So far we've got now we slide up 1 fret, so now third finger on the 13th on the second string, and we put the second finger onto the 12th on the second string. Then we pick 13 and then 12, and then second finger onto the 12th on the third string. So and the first finger on the 7th on the third string, third finger on the 9th, and then slide up onto the 12th. So the whole thing sounds like this. And that's the second and third chorus. Let's move on to the last riff of the song, which is the interlude, actually played by piano. But to be honest, there's no actual guitar in the song whatsoever, so it doesn't matter what instrument is actually playing the interlude. We're gonna do it on guitar either way. This interlude is actually pretty easy and should sound like this. And this is how it works. First we put the third finger on the 12th on the first string and the first finger on the 10th on the first string. And then we pick 12, 10, 12, 10. And then once the 7th with our first finger. So, and the second time we do it, we pick 12, 10, 12, 10, 12, 10. So 3 times the charm. And then the 7 again. Then we do it twice again. And then 3 times again. And so on. So and that's already the whole song. I hope you guys liked this video. Leave a thumbs up if you did. Helps me out a lot. Keep on subscribing, and I hope I will see you next time.